Morning, welcome back. 4th of September today, Thursday. A little bit overcast. We've jumped forward a few days since the last one. We've got shearing out of the road. Apologies, just didn't get any footage with shearing. It's just too much going on, going in every which direction, and yeah, just getting the time to do it. Just didn't happen. So yeah, 3 days shearing. We did about 2,500, which is good. Got them all tidied up, the rams, the lambs, and of course the ewes. Tony's away today. He's got an appointment. So I've got Lillie set up here, or just set Lillie up. We're up here where we had corn under the pivot last year, so this is going to be lucerne in the coming weeks. We had lime spread on the paddock back at the start of the week. I think it did 2.5 tonne to the hectare. And now we're ploughing it in. So this paddock hasn't been cultivated for quite a while, and I was we just want to get a good seed bed for the lucerne. And I was the plan was to do it with a speed tiller, but it sort of set a little bit hard. So, and we could have went and hired a cousin's speed tiller, which we've done in the past, the big one. But we just thought we'll just, do it with our own gear rather than, it's a couple of hours to go and get it, or probably 3 hours to go and get it, and then I've got to take it back again and the expense of hiring it. So we just thought we'd chip away with our little gear. So I've just got Lillie set up with the baby Fent and the set of yellow discs, and yeah, she's ploughing. So I've just spent 3/4 an hour with it. Pretty simple, just up and back, and it's actually good for her because it'll give her a chance to learn the tractor and, just turning at the ends and that sort of stuff. And it's not, when you're doing this sort of stuff, it's not really that super critical. Obviously you want to get all of it, but if you miss a bit or something like that, or your ends are a bit untidy, you can, it's different if you're sowing crop or something like that. So, so tractor's running along about 1,300 revs. There she is, getting a big smile from her. So it's coming up pretty well. There's a bit sort of getting this side we burnt of the pivot, so there is quite a fair bit of moisture there. We'll hit it in a couple of days or after the weekend with the speed tiller, but you can sort of see the root clumps from the corn stubble, just the bases. So we'll hit them again, and we'll probably, when we put the pre-emergent chemical down, when we sow lucerne like this, where we're sowing big rates of it, we generally will put the treflan down, which is basically stops your broadleafs and grass weeds coming up. So we'll put it down and we'll actually harrow it in, incorporate it that way, and then I sort of reckon to leave it 7 or 8 days before you come back and sow the lucerne, because the lucerne actually isn't that keen on treflan. It sort of probably slows it down a little bit. So I'm thinking what I'll probably do, just because we've got this moisture here and they are talking rain next week, I'll probably sow the lucerne with the spreader, which we've done before, and then we'll just come, so we haven't got so many wheel tracks in the paddock, and just broadcast it, and then we'll come back and spread it. I'll come back and harrow it, later on. So Lillie's pretty right here. I'm actually going to walk the old ewes back out the other farm now, just to get them out of the road. I'll go and open some gates and that sort of stuff, and then hopefully this I might go and try and finish off getting these channel pads built for Josh. That hopefully it's dried out a little bit. It's still going to be a bit yucky, I think, but fingers crossed we can get it as best we can, and then get the bucket and that shifted back here. But there's 100 acres or 40 hectares in this paddock. She's doing about 3 hectares an hour, so she'll be all day in summer tomorrow. But it's actually not a bad thing, because it is reasonably rough, this paddock, just from wheel tracks and that sort of stuff, with not having a full cultivation. So a full cultivation won't hurt it. Some of the pivot tracks are pretty rough, so we'll get them tidied up. But lambs are here, got them on the wheat and tillage radish. They tick along really well. They come off shears really well. So no, we just I want to give the late ewes a drench. Whether I do that tomorrow, and I'll shift them back over to woodlands where we had over there. These guys probably want a bit more straw, just for a bit more bit of roughage, because there is a fair bit of green. You're having trouble finding them. There's that much green tucker in there, but very content. So all I got to do now is get fat, and yeah, hopefully we can take advantage of a few of these high prices going forward. So I've been going in for a couple of hours. I was just talking to Lillie before. She's going all right. We might nickname this tractor the Rainmaker, I think, because every time we seem to get in it rains. So anyways, a few showers kicking around. So what I'm actually doing, this wet stuff, it has dried out a hell of a lot, but we're still pretty wet. But I've just been, Josh has got an old dam that's down there, so I'm actually been pulling a bit of the wet crap out, the silty stuff, and just carrying it down and dropping it in that dam, and then we're quite high at this end, so we can bring a bit of clay back in if I need to. But yeah, I'm just ripping the way back again now, and yeah, just trying to mix the wet stuff up in with the dry stuff. But I'm sort of, how well you can see it, we're sort of getting to the bottom of the wet crap there now. So yeah, look, fingers crossed we can try and turn it into something. Oh, I'll go the wrong went the wrong way. Too busy talking to you lot and not concentrating on what I was doing. Yeah, so yeah, it's going all right. So I've had the guys from, I don't know what they call themselves now, Vantage, One Ag, come out, and we've put the auto steer on that button, and we've got the bucket auto on that one, so we don't have to reach around. And not that it was a big drama, but quite often you're lowering the bucket, and if you could just, hit that one, having to lift your hand, it makes it a bit easier. So yeah, anyway, so hopefully tomorrow we can sort of get this finished off, even though I am down a bit here now, just looking. Oh shush, that's sort of about our level height, so this end was quite high, so it's actually going to work out not too badly, I don't think. So I'm just going to leave that other one alone. I've just been carting a bit of wet crap down here into this dam, so I'll just give that a bit of time to dry out a bit. It has actually come up not too bad considering, so but yeah, I'll just put 3 or 4. I think this might be the 4th one in here. Yeah, just to put a bit of wet stuff somewhere, and it probably needs filling in anyway, so we'll have a crack at trying to see how this one goes when we start and touch it up a bit. Yeah, fingers crossed it'll grade all right for me. So I'm just going to zigzag it. We've got sort of 3 bucket widths there now, 3 or 4 I think from memory. So just going to try and zigzag it, and hopefully yeah, we can just level it off and just have a flat pad that's that wide. Yeah. Just give me 2 seconds. Still plenty of moisture in it, which isn't making it all that great. Anyway, I just pulled up here. Just walk around the back. We've got You can see, we're still stuff built up on the rippers. We've got a leak here somewhere. I'm just trying to work out where. Might be that one there, I reckon. I just want nipping up a bit. Just grab a spanner and see if I can tighten it up a bit so it's not spraying oil everywhere. We'll see how it goes. I did get a bit out of it. I probably should have grabbed a spanner instead of a shifter. But yeah, not too sure whether it's just a twisting and turning. It's just a fine mist I can see from the tractor, so yeah, anyway. Another, I might do another pass here and that might nearly do. Yeah, everything's got a bit of clay stuck to it, so things, when it's clay like this, it just doesn't flow well. It's a bit frustrating trying to get it really good, but yeah, we're just sort of doing a zigzag, just trying to, work it, fill in. It's a bit low, and I can even see with the eye it's a bit low here against the crop, although there is a fair bit in there, but yeah, there's still a bit of a high spot in the middle where the track was, so just trying to get it a bit better. But yeah, I'll do an up and a back, and that might nearly do today anyway. Yeah, we'll get a crack at it tomorrow, so hopefully we can get it finished tomorrow. I don't know whether the camera will show it, but that hydraulic fitting, you can sort of see there's a mist there maybe. So it's actually for the pusher on the ejector, so it's yeah, not ideal. I'll have to, with the O-rings crooked or something, I'll have to get another one. So yeah, anyway, it's what is it? It's 10 to 5, so I'm going to miss the bolt place today. But I think what I'll do is I've got my height set at 150 mil above the paddock height, so what I might do is we're still a bit low at this end, so now that it's sort of dried out a bit, I might just run forwards and backwards and just keep pulling a bit to this end. We're high at that far end, and yeah, I'll just drop it down sort of 20 mil at a time, and yeah, hopefully that should work all right with a bit of luck. It's probably not going to do what I wanted it to do, but if we can get it as far as being able to zigzag it, but yeah, we can sort of just do this, it should come up not too badly, hopefully. The more we sort of work it, the more sunlight we get on it, the better hopefully it'll be. Knock off time today, so just letting that cool down. So at the moment we're still possibly a little bit low. Originally Josh was talking 100 mil above paddock height for the channel. I've come up to 125, and I've been through a couple of times, and we could go back down to our 100, and I think we won't be far away. But what I'm thinking, I might actually, we need 2 bucket widths effectively, so I'm going to come in the morning. I'll rip that. I probably should have ripped it now, but anyway, you can see just it's packing down pretty hard, so it's going to be good. It'll be a good base, this one, but we just might set the I can do it easily, so just set the grade, even if I come down to sort of 75 mil, just so we're taking a light cut off this one on the outside. So this will probably be his track now, and then we can just dump it over. We won't need 6 or 8 bucketfuls, might give us enough just to fill it. Like it's pretty bloody close, but there is a few here just where we've put quite a bit of fill at this end. Yeah, there's still a few sort of just low spots here that I wouldn't mind just getting up to. Of course, the more you drive on it, the more you pack it down and the lower it sort of gets. So I'd just like to get get our height. It won't hurt to be a fraction high rather than too low. So, but it's coming up all right. This is a lot easier to work with than the other stuff at the moment. So, whether we go down there and rip that, have a bit of a play with that first thing, and then give it a couple of hours and go back again. There's probably, I don't know, there might be a couple of hours here to get this pretty right. I do need to get another fitting in the morning because it's the fitting for the backboard, so I'm using that a fair bit, obviously filling and emptying the bucket. So yeah, it's sort of just the O-ring must be crook on the fitting, so I'll slip over to Cobram Bolts in the morning and grab a fitting. Got to come in for the Father's Day breakfast in the morning, so I'll come in and do that, and then yeah, the primary school, and then we'll go duck over to Cobram and get that fitting, and then get back into this. But talking rain, so we sort of want to next week, or most of next week, Sunday I think, so hopefully we want to try and get it cleaned up before then, because sort of don't want to be here much more than what we need to be. So talking to Lillie, she's been getting on all right. So anyway, we'll see you in the morning. Afternoon. So we're the next day. So what are we? About 1:30. So I've been into the Father's Day breakfast this morning at the school. Got a haircut that you might have noticed. So I was getting a bit shaggy dog, so I thought I'd better get a trim up. I've been just mucking around with a bit of grain, shifting it around our own silos. Tony's doing a bit of stick cleaning up. Lily's on the plough still disking away, so she should get that paddock finished today. The boys have been and picked the wool up. So I'm just over here. We've just got a channel here at the new block that I've got a road grader here filling in, because we're going to put a new channel pad in, with a bit like what we're doing at Josh's, I suppose, with new height. So it was pretty deep, this channel. So what he's doing is, and we had a bit of rubbish over here too that I got him to bury, just wire and concrete and that sort of stuff, from what we've cleaned up. So we've just he's just going to not completely fill it in for me, but do a fair slab of it, and then we can come in here with a bucket and finish it off. So it was too steep for us with the bucket to get in and do. So it is a bit soft in the bottom too, a bit like what we're dealing with at Josh's, but it should hopefully it should be okay. Another 2 or 3 hours here, he'll have it pretty well done. Canola's looking good. It's starting to flower, so it'll be pretty close to a fungicide. I haven't been over here for a week or 10 days, so it has changed a fair bit. They are still talking rain, sort of Sunday and next week, so which will be good. I'll just come around behind him and you can get a bit of a look at what's going on. So you can see there, he'll sort of get it to about this, or not quite as filled in. And then we'll be able to get it. There's a fair bit of bank left there still, so but he does still have a fair hole in the middle too, just quietly. So but same again, he's having a bit of a battle with moisture. There is, you get down a bit, there is moisture, so but getting there slowly. I've never driven a road grader. I've driven most things, but be something that would be good to have a crack at one day, have a play with. But anyway, so canola's looking good. So fingers crossed, if we can get some rain, it's got really good potential still. So, anyway, I'm going to duck home, have a bit of lunch, and we'll go and get this bucket going and try and get Josh's job finished. Anyway, before this big monsoonal rain that's hopefully going to turn up. Righto, so we're here at the bucket. Day's getting away on me, but anyway, that's all right. So, what we've got is whatever I've done with them here. So I went and got half a dozen of these this morning. So these are the little nipples that screw into the back of the valve, and then the hose goes onto it. If I can get bear with me. So yeah, they've just got an O-ring around them. I'd say whether that O-ring's a bit dodgy or something, or just with the pressure she's blown out. So anyway, I'll get a bit of brake cleaner, and I might even start the tractor and let it warm up, and we'll just swap that one out. I did put a bit of paste on them as well when I put them in, but yeah, not sure. Anyway, that's all right. We'll swap it over. It's not leaking heaps, but I could just see the mist. You can sort of see up here. Yeah, just blowing a mist whenever you needed it, and because there's a fair bit of pressure on it because it's on the pusher board at the back there, at the front. Yeah, and with the stuff being so wet and heavy, getting it out takes a bit of pushing. So anyway, we're pulling. It's actually pulling more so than pushing. Yeah. Anyway, we'll get some spanners, get this undone, and yeah, try and get rolling. Try and get it finished, or very close to being finished anyway. Make sure there's no pressure on it, which there shouldn't be. Yeah. Who knows why? Bit hard to tell, but yeah, not sure. Anyway, we'll replace him. Sure, it's just thread's tight for some reason. Oh, get off there. hopefully it does the trick. Anyone that's you farmers that are watching high trans, it stinks. Anyway, oh, we're cracking, and see how it goes. So we've struck trouble, worse luck. I should have checked it. It was flat yesterday when I started, and yeah, it looked, when it was sitting there when I walked around it had air in it, but I should have checked it before I took off. So I think it does have a tube in it, but I can't get it to take air, so we'll have to take it off and try and get it into town, I think. I've got all the gear here to get it off, so yeah, the joys. Anyway, Friday afternoon, always the way. Probably won't, being heavy like this, it probably, well, they won't have a tube for it either, probably, but anyway, we'll, I'll make a call and see how we go. All right, we've got it off. I need a trailer because that ain't going to fit in the back of the ute. So we'll just leave it here, and we'll probably need a front end loader too to lift the dog in. Anyway, it's a pain in the bum, but it is what it is, unfortunately, on a Friday after 4 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. So yeah, all right. May nearly wind this one up here. Yeah, this first pad's pretty good. Not looking see it from here. Yeah, so pretty happy with the way it's dried out. It's a pain in the backside this because it was drawn out really well. So it's dried out enough that I was able to get it not too bad or really good. And we would have got a bit done at the other one. But yeah, not being able to get a tube till Monday is sort of going to bugger the job up a bit. So, anywho, so yeah, hopefully Monday morning it's pouring rain and Josh won't need to irrigate anyway. Wishful thinking, but yeah, so no, all right. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good weekend. We'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.